You gotta remember I'm always white, bro. Nah, bro.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They run it for the first time to Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
My 40. Watch the pass.
2nd and 11. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to passing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all can't block none of these motherfuckers, dude.
In there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there. Easy. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
Rodgers now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball. Left. Check.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tighten up. Right there, 54. 54, Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight. Get Mike. Hey. Easy.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run forward with Pollard. And this
ain't no way that they can just fucking stand up my line every fucking time, bro.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to
that defense line is not that fucking good,
there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
26. Zoom.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Check right 54. Right 54. We are going. Hey, we are going. Out.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not
let's just let him do in and out routes until they get open, bro. The defense line is fucking really pissing me off, bro.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding
In and out
Lions
routes
who have the football, as they've got
time.
it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Congratulations, guys.
From 19
You're about to lose the fucking back,
as
bro.
his guys are on the board first here tonight. And it's blocked. The Cowboys pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
We got it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Got it. 40. Mike's 40. Check it. That's fine. Good.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go. Set.
On first down, Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 56 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Y'all let me do fucking beat off the edge,
That play
bro.
good for 30 and a first. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 31. Check 30. Hey, check 26. Zip. Switch.
Hey, Delta.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Shit. Kelly. Don't let Kelly. Slam.
From the 36, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hey, Flex. Hey, 88.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Cowboys.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Taken in at the 11.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to wind up in there, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Wasting your own time getting
And
the end zone,
swallowed up
doing
right at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Cowboy first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down,
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Seibert able to knock this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Rodgers now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you before? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And the catch made by Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch one. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Check. Check it out. Live. Check safety. Check safety. Right there. Check 30. Go. Shift.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Galladay. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. Shreds him. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get 300. Get 300. Check nickel.
Rodgers to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going to run again here with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man Hilton. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first down, Rodgers. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 38 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On play action, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pollard. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. What, you just one last drive here for pride?
Some people.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So they